Hey y'all. Good day, good day, good day, good day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, grand rising. How y'all doing? All is well over here on the No Mo Burns podcast. Chef Clark is doing just fine, just fine. Just checking in on y'all today, making sure all is well on y'all end. You should be. You up, you're listening to me, and I thank you for that. I really, really do. But let's go ahead and get into what today's topic is. Is very simple, very to the point. Chef versus cook or cook versus chef. What is the difference? Is there a difference? Someone automatically would say yes, there is a difference between a chef and a cook. Now, one might sit there and say that a chef has more experience, is the work, the duties, is in the detail of what a chef do or what a person who calls themselves a chef do. And a cook is basically, let's say, a person that just follows a recipe. But let's go ahead and get more specific about it. This is a definition that I found. They said to simply answer this question, a chef is an individual who is trained to understand flavors, cooking techniques, great recipes from scratch with fresh ingredients, and have a high level responsibility within a kitchen. Then it goes to say that a cook is is an individual who follows established recipes to prepare food. Okay. So basically what they're saying inside this is that a chef just knows more. And you expect the chef to know more details than what a cook know. And a cook is just supposed to follow what a chef want them to do. So basically what they said in here, what I grasp from it, is that you have a leader and then you have a follower. But I know me personally, if there's no if that I want a person that I feel like is my cook or a person that, let's just go and say executive chef or a chef versus a line cook. Okay. I will want that line cook to be able to follow what I advise them to do or to follow the recipe or follow the SOPs. Okay. But at the same time, I would like for my cook to know more than just that. I want them to be very well rounded and equipped to do the job. And being equipped to do the job is not just being able to do the job physically, but to know basically everything that I know. Because I don't feel that what's the saying back in the day that they said that you are only strongest at your weakest link. And I believe that to be true because you shouldn't be in there as an executive chef or the head chef or the head line cook telling a line cook to just do without knowing the technique, without knowing the back history of it. You should be able to want your cook to know that when you're cooking chicken, frying it or whatever, you need to cook it up past 160, preferably 165. And the reason behind that, to kill bacteria, to make sure that a person is not getting salmonella. You shouldn't just be able, as an executive chef or a lead in the kitchen, to just say, just fry the chicken. You should be able to tell them if they don't know why you want them to fry the chicken to this temperature and to equip them with the right tools to get it there, like a thermometer. You should want that. The chef shouldn't be the only person that knows that. When you want to get into detail, like the statement I just read you, that they saying that the chef should know that, but the cook should just do. No, you should want everybody to know exactly what you know. Now, a chef might get more into detail with paperwork or having customer service experience because you have to go out there and sometimes talk to the customer on a happy occasion, on a bad occasion. But at the same time, you should be able to want your line cooks to do the same thing too. Or a cook should be able to do the same thing. I think it goes to the separation of the thought of somebody coming to get your job, the fear of somebody knowing more than you, and that cap that you're putting on their knowledge to not know more than you, or not to know just as much as you because you feel that your job is at risk, or they might be better than you. I think that title puts a cap on a person's ability, and I don't think it should be there. I think that just by that definition alone of knowledge should be all over the kitchen. I feel it's better to produce a better quality of food. I believe that as a consumer, as a guest into your restaurant, your establishment, wherever we are, that you're serving food, that I will feel better knowing that a cook, quote unquote, knows just as much as the chef does, quote unquote. You know, you as a chef should feel or want to know, or should want your cooks to know just as much as you know. Stop capping people. Stop putting limits on people because of a title. You know, but the title doesn't come into play, especially now in a kitchen that we have limited workers, that a grill cook could be a fry cook, can be a on garde, can even go back there and wash dishes, but there's no cap on that. There's no cap on being cross-trained. There's no cap on being cross-trained. You know, you can have open availability or open time to do that, to run over there and drop some fries or fry some asparagus, as well as flip a steak and a burger. Now, you don't have to have all that knowledge for that. You can do that. But when it's time for you to know your temps, or the time for, you know, you to make sure that a person's or the guest's safety, or even go out there and talk to a customer, to show hospitality, to show that you have communication skills. You know, you have problem resolution skills. If there's a problem, you can handle that. But no, that's too much, because the real reason we're scared that somebody's going to take our position, and it shouldn't be like that. There shouldn't be a cap. Everybody, if you just feel that you are just a cook out there, you're not. If you feel at this time that you don't know your temperature danger zones, or you don't know your HACCP, if you don't know those things, don't limit yourself. Go out there and find out those things. Go study those things. Go study the different positions that you can hold in a kitchen. Don't limit yourself. If it's something right now that you don't know, or you don't feel that the person next to you can help you out with, go find out. Go get your food handler certification. Look up stuff. Knowledge is power. That's the same way that person that you report to did it. Don't limit yourself. Go out there and get the information that you need to have to do the best job that you know how to do, because nobody can do what you do. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure whoever we're feeding, whoever the guests are, they will appreciate that everybody is on the same level. Everybody is evenly yoked, because that's going to produce great food. So I don't think there need to be a line drawn or a difference in it between a chef and a cook, because it's all about knowledge. It's all about knowledge. It's all about what you're willing to do. Because like I said before, at certain parts of a business and time, positions don't matter. Because I've been in plenty of positions when I was, I guess, considered quote unquote a line cook, and I was out there handling customer complaints. It was another time when I was doing payroll because of the person who's supposed to do payroll wasn't there. It was time when I was in the accounting inventory and checking temps and making sure that we're using the first in, first out method, or, you know, checking in inventory, putting the temps on the inventory, making sure we're not receiving any bad food. Stuff that I guess a quote unquote chef's supposed to do, I guess, when the time is right. but I didn't get paid for it. I wasn't receiving the chef's pay, but I did what I know I knew how to do because I trained myself to do it, or I went out there and got the knowledge. So I consider myself a quote unquote chef because there were times that I went and I did above what I was supposed to do. Not saying that that's need to be the format that you have, but knowledge is power. You don't have to display your power. You don't have to show your power, but just to know that you have it. And if the time is right that you need to display it, you can. So if somebody just calling you a line cook or calling you a cook set some type of fire off in you, that shows that you might need to go out for more knowledge, not the position, not the title. Like they used to say back in the day, go learn yourself, go learn something. Because like I said before, nobody can do what you do. So don't limit yourself. Don't put a cap. It's no difference between them and you because the guests don't look at it like that. So anyway, I just want to thank y'all for coming by the No Mo Burns podcast. Go out there and be you, be great, do excellent. That's all.